Hiding in the Cascade Mountain Range, what looks like a large-scale construction project is actually a team focused on demolition, removing decades-old dams along the Klamath River for the sake of the environment.
One of the fastest ways to heal a river is to remove a dam.
We went off-roading with the project leads.
We want to get as much of the work done as possible in advance of the fish coming back.
When you put a dam in the river, it cuts off some really important processes that the rest of the river needs to be healthy. But the good news is when you have the opportunity to undam a river, the river can start to restore itself almost from the moment that the water starts flowing again.
The 4 dams that will ultimately come down were built in the 1960s when infrastructure expansion outweighed environmental protection. Now, officials say they're aging out and the negative trickle-down impacts have taken full effect.
It almost seems like it's a case of humans thinking they could outsmart Mother Nature.
That's exactly what happened. We have to think about how technology has changed so that we can sometimes replace the service of a dam without having to have the dam itself.
This is currently the largest dam removal and river restoration project in the world. When it's done, this reservoir will then be 400 miles of freely flowing river again, restoring and creating homes for species of fish and wildlife.
The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers says 76% of American dams are considered to have, quote, high hazard potential. And research shows stagnant reservoirs become home to toxic algae in what's supposed to be a water supply source.
We can see just looking down there how green the water is.
And aging dams can put people in danger of catastrophic flooding as we see more extreme climate events. The surrounding native tribes have been fighting for these dam removals for over 20 years.
It provides us with food, with spiritual well-being. It's our connection to the earth and to the land, and it's the lifeblood of the region.
But the famous salmon of the Klamath have largely become extinct.
We're suffering today because of those decisions that were made 100 years ago.
This decommissioning project gets underway as an MIT study estimates 472 million people downstream from large dams suffer from reduced food security and regular flooding.
It's really important to take a piece of infrastructure out when it doesn't work well anymore and poses a risk to the people who live around it.
That's why we're seeing a new push towards rewilding, like the restoration of vulnerable wetlands in Louisiana and the reintroduction of bison to protect prairies in the Great Plains. A variety of ecosystems to restore imbalances in nature and protect future populations.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.